has his own alarm bells, and that is birds, peacocks, bees, etc. So, yeah, so when cock crows, they started making sound, Krishna immediately gets up and then Rukmini Devi uses it because she wanted to sleep more and get embraced by Krishna's body. But Krishna wanted to set an example for all of us, especially the 2:30 a.m. to 3:30 a.m. is the best sleep. It's the best time to get the best sleep that time. And then getting up at the right time is very difficult as we all know. So, but Krishna wanted to set an example. Krishna's showing us we should get up. So, then he would get up and sit down, and then he starts meditating. He started meditating. Then the question can be also asked here, why? Who is Krishna meditating on? He doesn't need to meditate. Why? He is the Lord. He meditates. Then Srila Prabhupada replays, there are certain philosophers, they're aham gopasana. They do aham gopasana. Aham gopasana means they meditate on themselves. We see many times, I have seen, and also India, and also here, especially here, in India also, in Vrindavan I see many people, devotees, but other people, they come, no offense, and they come and they hold their ears, they pull, and they say something. Maybe they say that, last night I just smashed on his head, please forgive me, Lord. Although that person doesn't forgive me, but you forgive me. Anyway, they pray their own way, and then they start circumambulating themselves. So that means you are meditating on yourself. You're circumambulating yourself. So you think that it's you're Lord, but that's not right. Srila Prabhupada says, in Bhakti Rasamrita Srila Prabhupada says, anybody who circumambulates in front of Lord, that's an offense. That's a big offense, because then you're actually meditating on yourself. You're making yourself Lord, which is not. So maybe we should correct people when we see that. But we should always do parikrama around the temple or the altar, around the Lord, not around yourself. Then you become Lord. So, Lord also meditates. Krishna also meditates. But he can do, because he's the Supreme Personality of Godhead. We are not. So he can do that. He can meditate on himself. Srila Prabhupada writes in Bhakti Rasamrita also like same thing. Krishna also meditates sometimes on someone else also. In Mahabharata, Yudhishthira Maharaj was not convinced to become a king. He was blaming himself for killing all those soldiers. So he was feeling guilty inside that I'm the cause. So he was not ready to become king. He was not convinced. People were trying to convince him. Even Krishna tried to convince him, but he did not agree to become the king. So finally Krishna said, okay, let us all go to Bhishma Dev. And Kurukshetra Bhishma Dev is lying down on the bed of arrows. So once Yudhishthira Maharaj went to meet Krishna in his palace, and he went, and when he arrived there, he saw Krishna is sitting and he's in deep meditation. He's in deep meditation. So Yudhishthira Maharaj waited for Krishna to come out, and then Krishna came out in external consciousness. Yeah? And then Yudhishthira Maharaj asked Krishna, "Oh Keshav, hey Keshav, we all meditate on you on lotus feet, but here I see you are meditating. So on whom you are meditating?" Krishna smiles. Krishna says, well, in Kurukshetra, Bhishma Dev is lying down on his bed of arrows. He is meditating on me. So I am meditating on Bhishma Dev. So in 6th canto, 2nd chapter, there's one verse. Stena surapo mitradrag brahma talpada sri rajapitra gohanta patakanam iti chavare. So there's more to this verse. The last line of this verse is Yashatta Visayam Mati. In the Trigat Srila Prabhupada writes, Anybody who chants Krishna's name, even inattentively, Krishna becomes attentive about them. So, like Prashant, if you chant Krishna's, how you gonna chant? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So Krishna, he becomes happy. He thinks, oh, Prashant is calling, he's chanting my name. So I should protect him. I should give him my protection. Because he's calling, he's chanting my name. So he needs me. So Krishna is there in everybody's need. No, he is always there for us, for our need. So it's just us sometimes. We don't understand when we forget. There's a wonderful line by H.G Kirtan Priya Gaura. He says, "Tum mere naam mein, मैं तुम्हारा काम है, तुम तुम्हारा काम है, मैं मेरा काम है." So it means, if you chant my But if you are busy with your own thing, your friends, relatives, wife, child, etc., etc., then Krishna will be busy in his own time. He will be busy with his own. Krishna will care for you. Because you are too much busy in your own thing. You're not calling him. You don't need him. So, yeah. So, if you chant Krishna's name, then Krishna will be working for you. He will be busy for you. So, that's why we always say, when we do Kirtan, we always say, please chant, please chant. It's very important. We always say in our ISKCON, we say, while you chant, you should pick both of your hands up, raise your hand and chant. That means not just, many people feel it's very awkward to raise their hand. They think, people are watching me. But that doesn't mean, you don't have to feel shame in front of Krishna, because Krishna, that raising your hand means you're actually calling him and you're asking for help. Although we should not ask for help, we should ask something. I'll come to that. But yeah, we should raise our hand and chant the holy name. That's the proper way of chanting. The kings, so we're coming back to this, the kings, they were all in the prison of, their hostage of Jarasandha. He captured them and he put them in the jail, like we got. So they have sent a messenger to Krishna with a message that, hey Krishna, we're suffering over here. Please relieve us from this suffering. So maybe we should also send a messenger to Radha Shamsundar to appear the devotee. That please save us. I mean, we should not say save us, but we can say, give us shelter in your lotus feet, or keep us in the dust of your lotus feet, instead of asking for save us. Because he has plans for us. He's there always to save. We're thinking maybe he's not listening to us. I wanted a Mercedes Benz. He didn't give me. Why that I have it? Because he's qualified for that. Maybe he deserves that. We deserve something better than that. But we're still asking, why don't I have that? So we should not question. We should just simply accept what Krishna has for us, what he has given to us. So, we all are suffering from, two kinds of miseries. The threefold miseries. So we are all suffering from all these threefold miseries. Captured in this bondage. Karma pasha, because of our karma, we are suffering. That's what the kings saying, 20,000 kings. They are saying, we are suffering here, Krishna, for our karma. Please save us, please relieve us from this suffering. nobody can, relieve us when we say this. There's a story now, Gajendra, when he was in the water in the pond, he was calling on Krishna's name, he was chanting Krishna's name, and then a crocodile attacks him. So he was trying to not to get disturbed by his bite and beating the elephant. So Gajendra was not actually scared or was not calling Krishna for saving him. He was actually calling him for relief, not for saving. So he was calling Krishna for something else. If we see, although he was suffering because the crocodile was and he attacked him, biting him so hard, but he was keep on trying not to get disturbed while chanting Krishna's name. So that's that mood. That's what we should have, that kind of mood. When we call Krishna, many people come to the temple, they say that, Prabhu, why there's so much things going on here? I can see, I can hear it. Why this thing? So the question is, why you are here? And how can you hear all these things? How can you see all these things? I can't see. If you were here for Krishna, then your eyes should be here, your ears should be. There's one story, when I was small, my mom used to tell me this wonderful story that a Brahmana, a devotee went to a Brahmana to the temple, and he asked the Brahmana, Maharaj, Panditji, why there is so much gossiping, so much nonsense going on over here, it's so bad. I can't focus, I came to see, I came to have darshan of Lord, but all these things are going on, why these things are happening, So then the Panditji says, oh, really? Oh, I didn't notice that. Really? What's going on? So she says, a lot of things. How come you don't know? How come you didn't see yet? So the Pandit said, oh, okay. So you're in a big tension, trouble. You're really in suffering. Okay. So the Pandit gave him a lamp, and there was diya full of oil, ghee, and gave it in his hand and said, go around the temple and do parikrama. Come back after 3 rounds, then I will listen to your problem. So he said, okay. So he was ready because he wants to actually get the solution, his answers. So the person went for parikrama. And the Panditji said that this lamp which I'm giving you, with full of ghee and all that, the ghee shouldn't even drop, like one drop should not fall in the ground. That's how you have to be careful, because it's, you're doing this for Krishna, for Lord. So you have to be careful. Don't drop it. If anybody steps, it's going to be offense. I said, okay, he's ready. So he's very focused. So he took the lamp. He went for parikrama. After 3 rounds, he came back. Panditji, I have done. So Panditji asked him, so tell me, how was your parikrama? He said, very nice, wonderful. I did it. I didn't drop one single of that ghee. He said, wow, that is so wonderful. So what did you see? He's like, what do you mean? What else did you see while doing the parikrama? He said, I didn't see anything. So, oh, okay. So what did you hear? Maybe you hear something, you heard something. He said, no, I didn't hear anything. And he's like, but there were so many people, how come you didn't, so many things were going on, how come you didn't hear anything? You didn't see anything while the parikrama? I said, no, I was very focused in my, that ghee, the lamp you gave me. You said, a single drop should not fall in the ground. So I was focused there. Then the Panditji says, so do I really have to give you extra answers? He's like, what do you mean? I said, this is the point. We come to temple and our focus should be where? There. Radha not focus on people and environments. Because we come to temple for Radha Shastra, for the Lord, not for people and to hear and to see what's going on. The world is full of stories, pastimes, history, So you can't enter into that. If you enter in that, you will lose yourself. You may be lost. So, this is how we should be focused towards Lord, not focused towards material things. Anyway, Prabhupada says that we should simply sit and hear Krishna Katha, and then just by hearing Krishna Katha, we will be, liberated. We will get liberation. Krishna Katha. And when you hear Krishna Katha, Krishna Thakur says, when you hear Krishna Katha or you read Bhagavatam, Krishna, he becomes happy. He starts celebrating like festival. He starts celebrating. Why? Because he loves when people are calling him, people are chanting his name. He becomes very, very happy. So he starts, for us, these festivals, we celebrate this festival, but for Krishna, just simply you chant his name, that is his festival. So he doesn't have to decorate and big things and all that. So Krishna becomes simply happy just if you chant his name. That is his festival. And then what happens? Krishna Thakur says, and then Krishna enters your heart. Immediately Krishna enters your heart, and with one hand broom, another hand flute. So what he does, he starts cleaning your heart with the broom, cleanses our heart with the broom, and starts playing flute and celebrates. So we all know how our heart is. It's very hard, we know. It's very hard to practice bhakti. Bhakti is also not very easy. Practicing bhakti is sudurlabha. But once you get it, but then getting is the main thing. Once you have to get that, and it is very sudurlabha. There's a lot of material suffering, too much intense heat, tapatraya. summertime, there was too much heat, couldn't sleep properly. And I used to say, so hot, can't sleep, can't get up for morning programs and all that. Anyway, it's very hard. As I was saying, in the morning it's hard to get up at the right time, so it's too much intense heat. So, people are very much into material desire and satisfaction, all that. So so some people thinks if we get married, we'll be happy. Some people think if we get married, we'll be happy. And then we get married. In the beginning, wife is like Chandramukhi. This. And then after some time, she becomes Suryamukhi. And then after 20 years of marriage or something, they become Jwalamukhi. Isn't it? Right? I mean, the husband also, in the beginning, Spider-Man. And then after some time, Superman. And in the end, what he becomes? Doberman. So, we're thinking that married, if you get married, be happy, you get happiness, but it's not. We have to surrender to Krishna, then automatically we will get out of all the troubles. Happiness is in the lotus feet for Krishna. So this 20,000 kings, due to their hostage of Jarasandha, so they have sent a message to Krishna for release them from this suffering. And they are calling themselves sheep. Why they are calling sheep? Jarasandha, obviously, they are nothing in front of Jarasandha, right? Jarasandha is so powerful. He has the strength of 10,000 man and elephants. So he's so powerful, and these kings are nothing in front of him. So that's why they're calling themselves like sheep. They're the prisoners of Jarasandha, like we are. This is our situation. We are the prisoners over here in this material world. This is the jail over here. And we are all the prisoners. We may be thinking that we are very happy here. We have luxury house, luxury car, wonderful, beautiful wife, such a great businessman, such a big office, this, that, etc. So happy. But actually, I was hearing once that the guy was saying, there's one person, I will not mention him, but he was saying, he's a big businessman. But then he was saying that, Prabhu, I might be a big man, a big businessman, I have a lot of money and everything. But trust me, at night I don't get a sleep, a proper sleep. Why? Because that tension, what will I do tomorrow? What happened in that meeting, and this, that. So much tension about all this money that I've earned. Right? So what's the point of earning so much money, but if I can't even get a good sleep? So this money is actually not giving me happiness. It's just giving me tension. In the same way, I look at the village people, who is very old, poor, but a simple labor family, like farmers. They earn every day, and then their earning is like maybe 200, 300 rupees every single day. And then they come with that money, they eat, again next day they go and they earn the same again amount. So they have no tension, because they have nothing to lose. They have nothing to lose. They come, they spend time with family, they have a good sleep. Again, they think for tomorrow, they just go and they work and they again come back. So they have nothing to lose, they have nothing to get stolen or something. So that's why they're happy. They're real happy. But that is also not real happiness. Because unless we understand what's our goal of life, where is our goal? Is this the real home? Unless we understand this, then it's all useless. So, I was hearing on the class, Mataji, Radhika Mataji was saying about the detachment in Bhakti. In Bhakti you have to do detachment. Otherwise it is very hard. So it's very hard actually to detach yourself from everything, this family life, this material life, to detach yourself. But then there's also one way to attach yourself to Krishna, is holy name. By holy name, we can attach ourselves to Krishna and detach from, maybe fully you can't be detached, but at least you can step one step forward to Krishna, at least one by one. Slowly you can go near to Krishna just by simply, in Kali Yuga, this is what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave. Such a wonderful way, such an easy way he has given us, that just by simply chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So by just simply chanting this name, we can be all liberated from this material world. You do? Yeah. Okay. So we'll end here. Yes? Any questions, comments? You can ask, but Prabhuji is here. I'm not so qualified to answer. But Prabhuji can answer. I can try, but Prabhuji can answer. And if comments are there also, you can do comments also.
You asked about, you said something about three miseries, but you didn't explain it. Three types of miseries. Or three types of something.
It's three miseries, yes. Are the adhyatmic miseries, klesha, I said klesha. It's three klesha. So one is Adi Adhyatmic Klesha, second is Adi Daivik Klesha, and third is Adi Bhautik Klesha. And those three klesha I was talking about, I was hearing. So, not much about that. I didn't get time to read, but I was trying to explain for the next thing I was just explaining. So Adi Bhautik I was just saying, it is about I was talking about the intense heat, Prapatraya, how much, so that was I was explaining what Adi Bhautik, but the rest of the two, I'm sorry, I didn't read about it, I didn't get time. Yesterday I was so much into festival, I didn't get time to read or nothing.
one more question.
Yes.
You're talking about marriage and the 4 stages or 3 stages, but you're saying probably in Hindi, and I didn't actually understand the meaning.
No, I explained
Which one?
I said, was that Chandramukhi?
Yes,
Okay.
but I don't know what that means.
Chandramukhi means like moon phase, you know,
Okay.
like moon. And Surya means the sun,
Okay.
heat.
Yep.
And like wife, after some time, you know, in the beginning what happens? Wives are like, wow,
Okay.
I'm not offending you, I'm sorry. I'm not taking you to an offense. It's just like in the beginning, it's a say, you know, like, so beautiful. After that, what happened? Also with the husband, I'm saying, not only wife. So it's like in the beginning, wonderful. It's always, beginning is wonderful, no? So good, so good. And then what happened after some times? Start, you know, it becomes Suryamukhi means a little bit heat. Heat, warming up. And then after, long time, then everything is already done, like you're already into that stage, and then they become Jwalamukhi. Jwalamukhi means like lava. Lava. Lava.
Lava.
So they become lava. So also husband in the beginning, they were like Spider-Man. And after some time they become Superman. Isn't it? And then what happens after that? Doberman. So it's material, life. We all are living in this, thinking this is the happiness, but this is not actually the happiness. Anyway, hopefully I tried to give you an answer. I think you were okay with it. I'm sorry if I'm not able to give you the right answer. Did I give you the right answer? Or something? You okay with it?
The threefold miseries, they are miseries from within yourself, you can create. Then the antibiotic is the miseries from the living entities around you. Somebody with all sorts of things can go wrong. And then the antibiotic, the material nature itself. Suddenly you have an earthquake, this whole thing can go out. So that's why this world is like that. The threefold miseries is constantly around. No matter what you try and do, these 3 things will not let go of you. That's what
Prabhuji already explained all the 3 measures.
Thank you.
Thank you. So,
Where is your Chandramukhi? Your Chandramukhi?
Haribol. Went to Chandrabahan. Thank you so much. It was wonderful. That's well. Thank you for cooperating with me. And yes, please, if any mistakes, please do forgive me. I'm also a student, like, not all you all, but I'm a student trying to practice with you all, share as much I have into me. Okay, so we end here. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Shri Bhagavatam Ki. Bhagavatam Ki. Radha Sham Sundar Ki. Shri Gaura Ki. Gata Krishna Prabhupada Ki. Gata Krishna Ki. Jai Gaura